Greetings, everyone. This is Gary Cohen, your host on the Rec Center Show. And our very special guest today is Kasey Huhta, who is our special events manager at the Rec Centers of Sun City West. Kasey, welcome back. And man, what a busy lineup of entertainment and things you've got going on.
Yes, thank you.
Let's talk. I know that, a lot of folks are talking about the Fall Fest, the dance, the welcome back. Why don't you talk to us about the Fall Fest to start off, and then we can, discuss the welcome back dance, which is a big, big hit every year.
Yep. So the Fall Fest, we still have tickets available for all three shows. I have put out the menu that we're going to be serving for each show. So just make sure that you're checking the Rec News. That's all in there. Same thing as usual. If you buy the full package, then you can leave your chairs there overnight and you go to all three shows. If you only choose one show, and perhaps it's the Petty Breakers, will say, there's already going to be chairs in the park. So just kind of keep that in mind. And then the welcome back dance, we have a band coming called Hi-Fi, and they are not new, but if you went to any of our Nashville Gold or Hillbilly Deluxe a few years ago, it's the same band. It's just their dance variety band. So they're fantastic. You guys will love them. You've seen them if you were here a couple years ago, just with a different name. And
they play a variety of different music. I know that they tailor it, to different crowds.
Yep, they do. So Pedro or Pete is their lead singer, and then if you remember the gal Kathy, she's the fiddler, and she did the Devil Went Down to Georgia, and she is an incredible fiddler. That is the band. So just kind of jogging some memories. Hopefully that will entice some people so they know who Hi-Fi is.
I also understand there's a big garage sale on tap.
Yes, so we do a biennial garage sale every other year. It's going to be held on Saturday, October 19th, and tickets are only available to Sun City West residents. Now, if you want to come through and you have guests in town, you can obviously shop with your guests, but only Sun City residents can purchase tickets or lots in order to participate in the garage sale.
So this garage sale, it happens, how long has that been going on? A couple of years?
You know what? It was here when I first started. I'm not sure how long it's been going on. I was told a little bit of history actually the other day, thinking that it started with Pora. So I haven't looked into that, so that'd be interesting to see how that all came about and how the rec centers did take on that role. So I can't even tell you how long it's been going on.
I know that these things, I would imagine the biggest there that you're focusing on, you have to focus on so much at the same time, but am I correct to say the festival and the dance are the biggest, are there other things that capture on any given day, you've got to be thinking about something. Yeah. How many plates are you spinning, Kasey?
A lot. Yeah. So actually October and March are our craziest months that we actually have event after event. Like to get the party started and then end on a good note. So we have all of our free concerts in the park that we do in October. We only have 3 this year because of the way that the Fall Fest has fallen in line with the dates. We have Faded Jeans on October 5th. They've been here many, many, many times and people love them. They're a great band. Then we have Desert Nights Band. I go out and I look at bands and I collect their information. So this will be a new band for Sun City West. They are a country band, but they also play some old rock. That's October 12th. And then the Real Thing Band is going to be October 19th, and that's actually a 4-piece, but they will be our New Year's Eve band. But they are bringing a 9-piece for the New Year's Eve. So I will hit up New Year's Eve the next time I come in, because I don't want to give away all the fun things for you guys to read.
Ooh, a little bit of an appetizer. Kasey, how far ahead, I know I've asked this before, but I always like asking it for those who are new to the community, how far ahead are you all thinking? You already have items, I'm sure, next year, maybe even you're sketching things out for even beyond next year, right?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. So we are actually all complete with our entertainment all through May of next year. in a few weeks, I will start putting dates together for 2021. So we will get the Top Hat and cruise ship ready and in the books because we have to advertise that early for the subscribers. So that one, I kind of know what I'm doing. So when we're ready to start advertising that, you guys will know probably in February and March of next year for the 2021.
So often we hear it takes a village. I think you've built a village. You have a few people on your team now, don't you?
I do. We just hired a new gal, Jolene. She actually came from Golf Ops, so many people might know her from the golf side. She did a lot of the tournaments, and she did a great job with employee golf. We all love her and appreciated her over there, so I think she'll fit in really well, and I'm really excited to see what more she'll bring to the team. And then we have Erica, who does a lot of the shows over at RH Johnson, and then she helps us with anything that we need, any other event that we may have. And then Dee does all of the box office, so if you have any ticketing items or questions or anything like that, Dee's typically your girl to call. And then Lynn helps her in the box office with selling tickets, and then she also helps a lot with footwork.
It must feel really good that the pressure isn't all on you, that you have the team, you delegate and you work, in concert with each other, if you will, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I think we have a really good team aspect as far as the events is concerned. We all get along, and that's important. Yes. Yeah. But we all have our own strengths, and we bring value to it in our own way. So I think that's quite a dynamic for us.
I think it's interesting. You said you go out and you hear events, so you're really you're getting out there to see, you're getting ideas. Do you hear any suggestions sometimes from people who live here? Or
absolutely. Trying to think the last one that we have hired, but I can't off the top of my head. But we have brought in a handful of bands or groups to come and perform on behalf of a Sun City West resident's recommendation. And I still get them. I'll look them up, and they always get it to us this summer when I'm not doing too much research, because we don't start until September typically, because that's when I get my schedule into our scheduling department, and then I can really go out and hunt. Actually, in October, we have a showcase that we go to every year, so we get to listen to a lot of the bands or groups there, and get to really see. We have two great bands, one in January and one in February. I will tell you the one in January is a winner of Britain's Got Talent. So I've seen them. They're incredible. It's almost speechless how good they are. So I will definitely be sending some extra promotional material so that you guys can see what they're about and what they do when that time comes and we start promoting them.
There's a lot of exciting things on tap, right?
There are, and I will be a little squeak right now, and I'll tell you that right now we are working on bringing in a barbecue competition in March next year. So that is underway. I don't have full details, but it's coming along, and so just kind of keep your eyes peeled in the Rec News for more information. That's going to be a huge event and really promote Sun City West to be the best, in my opinion.
We're speaking on the Rec Center show with Special Events Manager at the Sun City West Rec Center, Kasey Huhta. Kasey, the summer gives you a chance to take a breath, but more and more people are living here year round.
Yeah, no.
So there really isn't
no breath.
But do you start, as you get closer to the season, do you start feeling the heat a little bit? I mean, the pressure of, oh, here they come.
No, I'm excited for it. I think we're ready for a new season every year. It kind of gets stagnant after a while. Once August hits, it slows down big time, and then you're just ready to go. So our summer series was very well attended this year, and we tried something different. We did the cabaret style, and then Erica does all of the sizzling summer concerts. We did 2 at the lecture hall and 4 over at Stardust Theater, and she sold every single one of those out, so congratulations to her. So she's done a great job with that. Excuse me. And people are still here. They're not going anywhere. But then a whole new set of people do come, and you see the difference in October. And that's, my favorite is park. I love to do the park stuff. There's so much energy, and I really like to make it an experience. I want people leaving saying, wow, that was incredible this time. I hope next time they do this. And, if people have ideas, we listen.
And for those who went away, they missed a heck of a pool party.
Oh, yeah, our pool party did sell out. We had 250. We're going to bring it back next year. I think we can up our capacity a little bit more. It was definitely kind of a taste to see how we could do it with the new pool, because we hadn't done it with this pool yet. So next year we have a few tricks up our sleeves and lessons learned. So definitely be looking for that. Probably in March.
Well, the size of the Johnson pool, it's quite the centerpiece to do such a party, right?
Oh, yes. Oh, it was actually it ended up being a beautiful evening, if you will. It was hot during the day, but I got to decorate and have fun, and it wasn't even about the decorations. It was about the atmosphere and the people, and the band just put it all together, and it was actually something. If you want resort side style, that's what it felt like. So it was still something that we could take to another level, and we plan on doing that next year.
At the end of the day, Case, you were making a lot of people happy here. Matt, there's certain jobs people will have in their lifetime, but you're in the business of actually making people happy, and it has to give you a good degree of satisfaction at the end of the day that, yeah, it's worth doing what I'm doing. Right?
Yes, I hope so. I will tell you that this summer I tried extremely hard to bring in sponsors so people didn't have to purchase water. We were able to make that happen, except for one show, unfortunately, which I get. 4th of July is a hard one for people to commit to. But our summer series has been sponsored the whole time from Edward Jones, Jason Peterson. And then Erica was able to get Silverado, which has currently just gone through a name change. And they provided all the water at no cost. The water for the pool party was covered by Avista Senior Care. So, baby steps, but little things make a big difference.
Kasey, in conclusion, is there anything that you would like to add for the listeners?
I hope you guys are enjoying all the shows. Just keep in mind the e-news and the rec news are your best tools to see what's happening right now. If you're into social media, definitely keep up. We have a great new PR person, and he actually creates events on Facebook. So if you are a Facebook guru, then go on there and like us and see all the events, not just mine, but everybody's doings right now that is being created over there.
Kasey, we thank you so much. Great catching up with you. We will catch up again once the season really kicks into gear. We really greatly appreciate the time you take, and thanks for the great job you do for the community.
Thanks, Gary.
You're welcome. You've been listening to the Rec Center Show on KSCW. This is your host, Gary Cohen. We'll talk to you next time.